The Korean people held a massive demonstration in downtown Seoul to voice their anger over a series of shocking scandals on Saturday, with some marching to the vicinity of Cheongwadae calling for President Park Geun-hye to take action. Since then, Park and her staff have been discussing what to do next to calm public sentiment and carry on state affairs with as much stability as possible. Song Ji-sun zooms in on how the top office is scrambling to change its ways.
The voices of up to a million people were loud enough for the president to hear from the top office as she contemplates ways to soothe public anger. Meeting with reporters after the massive protest, the president's spokesperson said the president heard the voice of the people at Saturday's protest and takes very seriously the gravity of the current situation. He added that the president is also deliberating over ways to fulfill her responsibilities as president and to normalize state affairs. Most of the president's staff stayed alert overnight during Saturday's protest, as protesters in the vicinity of the presidential office clashed with police trying to break up the crowd. The court for the first time allowed protesters, on the basis of freedom of assembly, to march the boulevard closest to Blue House. Park has given 2 public apologies, the first amid the initial outrage over the Cheongwadae scandal, and the second one 10 days later. Monday marks the 3rd week since her first public apology, with massive protests taking over the nation each of the past 3 weekends. The presidential office said that Park is considering all possible measures to counter the crisis, and efforts continue to meet and speak with opposition parties as they refuse to propose a prime minister nominee to whom the president has vowed to transfer most of her governing power. Song Ji-sun, Arirang News.